My mum saw it. She came to the premiere, so I was sitting next to her when she saw it. I actually tried to cover her eyes when the nude bits happened, but she pushed my hand away. She was like, "Oh, they'll be fine." And I was like,
Since her Hollywood debut in The Wolf of Wall Street by Martin Scorsese, this Australian actress has become one of cinema's most talented newcomers. Her stunning looks and excellent acting skills have led to many successful roles. Whether she's in the African Congo pulling off a daring heist or joining a crazy gang of criminals to save the day, Margot Robbie is everywhere. She's our new favorite actress, but you still need to learn a lot about her. Here are 10 things you didn't know about Margot Robbie. Number 10. Her big screen debut in The Wolf of Wall Street. Margot Robbie came to mainstream cinema prominence through the portrayal of the sex pot Naomi LaPaglia in Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street, released in 2013. Before getting this classic role, the talented actress was famous for her roles in Australian soap operas, especially Neighbours. Swapping from soap operas to films can be much more stressful when you are in the company of Leonardo DiCaprio. Of course, to prepare for her scene with DiCaprio's character, Jordan Belfort, she took 3 shots of tequila at 9 in the morning. The shots must have helped her as she was relaxed when performing the next scene. Margot Robbie had only several roles before 2012 when she became a successful actress. She acted in Neighbours for 3 years. She was getting there in the entertainment industry, but still needed to be named in the household. When she heard of the casting of the next movie by Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese, she tried to get the role of Naomi, Jordan Belfort's wife. Lastly, in a scene where DiCaprio is directly in front of director Scorsese, Robbie dares to improvise. Contrary to what the script expected her to engage in a debate with DiCaprio, she violently slapped him. Despite this, she is aware that her timid performance may have cost her the job, but instead it helped her clinch it. Scorsese remembered, "She won the role in The Wolf of Wall Street the first time we met, when she turned to Leonardo DiCaprio and whacked him with a slap to the face that seemed to come out of nowhere. It was amazing." Number 9. What's in a slap? If that slap is a moment that defines their career, then that slap, with many ingredients, was the best. That is what occurred to Robbie during her auditions for the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. Due to nervousness about what she would do in such a big role, Robbie wondered what she would do in the audition. Even if she just reads the script, she is categorizing herself in a league that consists of hundreds, if not thousands, of others, aspiring to be in the said field. What then does one do? Well, slap Leo DiCaprio. Of course, that is simply the irate citizen pointing out the situation's absurdity. Though she was scared that her fake slap would make her get expelled from the audition or even arrested, she was excited when Martin and Leo laughed at her, and when Leo whispered to her that she should do it again. The rest, as they often say, is history, which, in Aubrey's case, would see him become a senior civil servant and be knighted. While shooting the 2016 comic book Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie took it upon herself to get a memorable tattoo with her co-stars that would remind her of all the fun they had on the set. Similar to the main characters of the Lord of the Rings movie who got matching elven tattoos, Robbie not only took the position of giving tattoos to her co-stars, but also wanted to become an amateur tattoo artist as well. Next, with a tattoo gun that she purchased online on the eBay site, she tattooed casting assistant Simon as the rest of the cast waited in line or already had done so by a different person. Harley is a mentally disturbed lady, and this contributed to the lousy task of tattooing an already wrongly spelled word. While everyone got the intentionally misspelled squad with a K, poor old Simon got swad. Well, at least this is unique. As soon as the error became known, Margot's days as a tattoo artist were over. To her enjoyment, however, she got to tattoo a V on Jonathan Van Meter of Vogue magazine in 2016. Number 8. An avid surfer. Born and raised on the Gold Coast of Australia, Margot found her passion for the ocean and became a big fan of surfing. The Gold Coast, famous for its beautiful sandy coastlines and ideal waves for surfing, was the ideal environment for Robbie's youthful years. For several hours, she was in the sea practicing and became one of the best surfers, and this became her life passion. It helps her relate to her heritage and is a good stress buster in her otherwise busy professional life. To Robbie, surfing is not just a fun activity, but a means for her to be one with nature and escape from the limelight. Although she is a busy lady working as an actress and producer in Hollywood now, she uses every chance to ride a wave. Such passion for surfing demonstrates her elements of an adventurous woman while focusing on her simple smiles despite her celebrity status. Also, Robbie's passion is surfing, and she does everything possible to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Surfing entails strength, balance, and energy, which is evident while on-screen performing those stunts. Some of the features of the sport are similar to her career and teach her the important qualities of hard work and endurance. In addition to this pride, Robbie now embodies an extra aspect of her public image, a love for surfing that extends beyond mere fandom and carries personal appeal to her fans. It proves that despite her current level of success, she is still a grounded lady who can readily appreciate even the minor facets we often take for granted in our daily lives. Thus, her desire to continue being a water baby and pursuing a relatively intense work schedule is evidence of the girl's complex character and determination to remain sincere with herself. If you thought Margot Robbie's passion for the ocean and love for surfing was surprising, brace yourself because we are about to reveal one of the most unexpected scenes in The Wolf of Wall Street featuring Margot Robbie in a daring nudity scene. Could this be her most memorable on-screen moment? Let's find out. Number 7. Birthday Suit. One of the most shocking scenes in The Wolf of Wall Street included a nudity scene of Margot Robbie. Usually an actress does not strip all off in her initial movie, and in the case of The Following Sweetheart, it could not have occurred at all. First, the scriptwriters planned to reveal Robbie's character, Naomi, with the doors fully open and dressed in a robe. Gareth Robbie was also focused on what type of woman would appear nude in that situation, and confidently said Naomi was the woman who has only the sexuality to use in the shop. Even though she was very nervous, she chose to go through with it. It looks wild when you bark orders at legendary directors such as Martin Scorsese in the initial years. However, it has improved the scene. I needed the proper response from DiCaprio's character, Jordan Belfort. However much Robbie would strip bare for a scene, he declined to do Playboy magazine because nudity was only useful for the scene and not for display in their magazine. Here's one interesting fact about the making of The Wolf of Wall Street that you probably never heard before. Margot Robbie, the leading lady of this film, has something to say about those nude scenes. There was even a whole room full of merkins, genital wigs. It also prepared her for future professions because she understood what was expected of her. Robbie again said she had no issue filming erotic scenes for her new movie Babylon, as she has done fully nude scenes in the 2013 role. You get desensitized so fast, it felt like a lifetime and a distant hazy memory, she told Nova's Fitzy and Whipper. They have things called merkins, which are like wigs for genitalia. I remember for The Wolf of Wall Street, there was an entire merkin room. I guess people would go in and pick one out. It was fascinating. Her nudity with DiCaprio was authentic, as she confirmed in an interview. I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple of shots of tequila before that scene because I was nervous. Very, very nervous, she said. The Australian actress also spoke about the strange nickname some of her friends used for her, Maggot. During an appearance on the project to promote Babylon, the actress explained that this was due to an accident she suffered in school. That's been my nickname since I was 6, said Robbie. Number 6, born for the role. When most actors wish to be cast in a film, they must attend an audition. This usually entails submitting a demo tape and coming to the studio, where there is an opportunity to perform before the cameras to the casting officers. Well, this was not so with Margot Robbie when assuming the persona of Harley Quinn. Such an impact in such a short time was reasonably expected, and that was precisely why the producers had Margot Robbie in mind and even gave her the role without an audition. The production trusted the actress, and it proved to be a great choice as Harley Quinn was everyone's favorite. Her character was followed by her movie spin-off, Catwoman and Poison Ivy, other DC female villains. The remaining 2 roles, however, are still open for auditions, but the excellent Chilean Helmer, who directed Suicide Squad and its greatest neurotic, Harley Quinn, will be back in the sequel. If you thought Harley Quinn was born for the role and is everyone's favorite, brace yourself because we are about to reveal the undeniable chemistry between Will Smith and Margot Robbie when she joined him in shooting the film Focus. Could their on-screen connection have been more than just great acting? Number 5, great chemistry. Sometimes actors fall in love with each other when they are cast for a movie, and this translates onto the screen, making it enjoyable to watch the chemistry between the two due to their entertaining acting skills. Such a case was with Will Smith when Margot Robbie joined him in shooting the film Focus. They share a rapport both on and off camera, and due to this, many of the respected media houses thought that the two were in a physical relationship. I am glad that was not true because it made me believe that the two well-respected actors were just friends. Their love life on screen was short-lived because they both moved on to other projects, but they were soon back shooting scenes together in Suicide Squad, though playing characters that were some of the best in the movie, according to fans. It must be fun to be a blonde, Marilyn Monroe would say, and Margot Robbie followed this phrase. Surprisingly, however, Robbie is not a blonde herself, even though all the films she has produced and stars incorporate that aspect. Here are some things fans of the relatively recent post-Wall Street material might need to learn about her. The star is, in fact, a natural brunette. Why did she change her hair, you might wonder? Robbie thought she would be more remarkable and get more casting directors' attention with blonde hair, and she found out that the entertainment industry is biased toward blonde actresses. Considering that her future is more important than her natural hair color, she dyed it and, as a result, started getting roles. Now that she is a celebrity, one must hope she'll rock her natural color sometime on the big screen. Number 4, a hockey enthusiast. How many actresses or actors can you name who have expressed enough interest in playing sports? Few, we imagine. It should be a surprise then that the Australian actress has plenty of time for hockey. She supports the New York Rangers, having been photographed numerous times at games sporting her beloved blue jersey. Her passion for sporting activity started when she relocated to the United States and found the fun of ice hockey. Even with such a busy acting schedule, she takes time to be in the recreational league, showing how much of an asset she is in that sport. Furthermore, Margot Robbie was caught joining an amateur league for the sport and specifically chose to play right wing. However, she said that she wanted to play ice hockey since forever, but the climate in Australia does not allow her to skate. Thus, it was more like ball hockey. She likes to play on the ice, but is told that her skating skills are not impressive and that she needs to work on them, stating that she is the worst player on the team. As much as she does not know, her Wall Street co-actor is an Islander fan. If she had known that, can you imagine how they would fight on screen? Robbie's love for hockey has been attributed to her. Almost every fan understands this well. She likes telling stories that happened on the ice, and her teammates refer to her as a serious competitor. Even in films, she performs on the ice as in a movie. This passion for hockey proves her caliber and opportunity to perform different tasks, whether in the rink or front of the lens. Her involvement in hockey also demonstrates that she is a very down-to-earth lady with little or no preference for the high life, even with her fame. A rare and interesting peek into Robbie's off-camera life is her cheerful passion for a sport, which gives the viewers a clear idea of the many sides of her personality and the healthy lifestyle she leads between her work and home commitments. This passion for hockey shows her determination regarding the main idea of following one's dreams, which is even more inspiring for the fans. Number 3, a Guinness World Record holder. In the movie Bird of Prey, Margot Robbie played the role of Harley Quinn and broke a record in the Guinness Book of World Records for most simultaneous Harley Quinn cosplayers in one place. This shows that Harley Quinn is very popular, and Robbie has greatly influenced this. During one of the grand fan concerts, hundreds of fans recreated Harley Quinn based on the phenomenon Robbie introduced. The Guinness World Record is expressed in the favorite Harley Quinn character and Robbie's impact on pop culture. Such portrayals have elicited the admiration of many fans and increased instances of Harley Quinn's cosplay and fan artistry. This reveals Robbie's ability to depict roles with rich character personalities and charm. It also shows that Harley Quinn of Robbie has a substantial supporting fan base, as witnessed in the event. People from all walks of life watch concerts and parties of the public figure of their choice, illustrating the inclusiveness of such phenomena. Finally, Robbie interrupted her performance, which increased the bond between her and the fans as she thanked them for coming. This new feat of setting a Guinness World Record adds to Robbie's acting achievements, but it also speaks about her positive influence on fans and the sphere of entertainment. This achievement helps me to recall how her recitals are still popular and how she makes people happy, but it again shows the cultural importance of the characters she portrays, making her a vital icon of today's cinema. What do you think about Margot Robbie breaking a Guinness World Record for her role as Harley Quinn in the movie Birds of Prey? Let us know in the comments. Number 2, a classic literature fan. Despite her busy schedule and high-profile career, Margot Robbie is an avid reader with a particular fondness for classic literature. Her love for reading began at a young age and has continued throughout her life, providing her with a source of relaxation and intellectual stimulation. Robbie's love of literature also extends into her work life and conceptualization of stories and contributes to enhancing her personal life. The bibliography of the favorite classical authors also reveals Jane Austen, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Charles Dickens, and others. This is essential because during her free time, she can read works by these outstanding authors to find out how they tackle timeless issues in their works. This love for great literature has also been translated into her acting, since she uses elements such as characterization and plot complexity of the great text to enhance her performance. Her focus on literature can be observed in the interviews and the use of social media platforms in which she occasionally shares her reading list and some opinions about books. This same curiosity of the mind can be seen in her producer career as she finds stories and characters that are profound and have layers, like in the classics. Robbie's viewing of this timeless piece of literature represents her in a multi-dimensional way and her willingness to learn, grow, and progress in her work experience. Another interest that has been depicted from the program is arts and humanities, particularly from how Robbie enjoys reading novels and other related texts. This is when she shows a philosophical and rather important side of her personality, which considers the value of the story and its significance in people's lives. This love for reading allows for creativity and improves her insight into people, making her a better actress. Robbie's interest in literature, namely the classics, represents a counterweight to the short-sighted business culture typical of this industry. It affirms her dedication to chasing the layers of the lead characters and the narrative that she gets to contribute towards the realization so that her work can impact people at the deepest level possible. Number 1. To the circus. Margot Robbie entered the acrobatics world at a tender age thanks to her mother, who took her to a circus school in Australia. There, she gained a reputation in trapeze. She got a certificate at 8. This early training in trapezing also revealed her innate ability to be an athlete, which she incorporated into the discipline and did the trapeze without fear. Performing trapeze at that tender age gave Robbie physical strength and flexibility, which are assets, especially when they became an actress. These skills were helpful during her action-packed movies like Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movie. More so, Robbie was able to perform several stunts and acrobatics during movie making, contributing to the excellent portrayal of Harley Quinn that was ever impressive to movie lovers and makers. Having no qualms with engaging in high-risk physical stunts, she was able to add a realistic factor to her performance, while at the same time giving the film's action scenes an added push. His trapeze experience also did not hinder Robbie from getting the role of Lillian Lightsoul in the upcoming biopic known as The Queen of the Air. To be able to do this role, one needs to be an actor and physically fit, qualities for which Robbie is well endowed. Early training in the circus positively defined her career as an actress, given that it combines athletic prowess with acting skills. Margot Robbie's journey from a small-town girl to a Hollywood icon is filled with fascinating anecdotes, revealing her multifaceted personality, dedication to her craft, and commitment to making a difference in the world. Her diverse interests, from environmental advocacy to sports, alongside her remarkable career achievements, make her an inspiring figure in contemporary cinema.